Okay, this will be a tutorial on Meseta duping and item stacking. I think the cast, the rock cast specifically, is probably the best character for this. For speedrunning, that is. You could argue that having Resta would be better, because you can Resta dodge. But unless you can do it consistently, it's better to have this character. Okay, I'm gonna be dropping everything except for my handgun and my Meseta in this room. I want to drop my handgun here though, because I will be picking it up later. Oh nice. That rarely happens. She's pretty close. So right here I'm trying to talk to both of these NPCs at the same time. Which I messed up. That's okay. Alright, I got it, because you can see the heavy meth detectors. Hit buy, make sure you're not on anything you can buy. You don't want to buy anything. You want to be on not enough Meseta. Hold left for about a second, and then press up. Hit A. If it doesn't work, make sure you get back to not enough Meseta and try again. Once you're at this menu, hit B, and then A. Now you should be on what would you like to buy. And you're going to want to talk to the bank. Hit A. Go to take. Meseta. Hit A again. Deposit. Meseta. Now that you're here, you would hit B, B, and then A. But you don't want to be in this menu. You do want to be in the bank menu, but just not this part of it. So you want to hit B. Now you hit start. Now you should be in the item pack and deposit. Then you hit A. Then you hit up on the D-pad and then down on the D-pad. You hit A. Then you hit up on the D-pad. Then you hit A. Then you hit A again. And then you hit A one more time. Now you've dropped one of your Meseta, but you can hit down and you can bank all the Meseta that you had. So you hit A again. And now you have 600 or 599 Meseta with one on the ground. But the one on the ground doesn't matter, it's pointless. So you hit start, because you want to get out of the other menu. Then you want to take your Meseta, and then you just do that again. So press start with item, pack, and deposit. Hit A, up on the D-pad, down on the D-pad, hit A again, up on the D-pad, A, down, A. Now take the money back out, and repeat. If you go too fast, you'll notice when I hit A right here, that this menu will disappear. If that menu doesn't disappear, the dupe will not work. And you can actually go too fast. So you have to wait for it to disappear before you dupe the Meseta. And it gets slower as you keep duping, because you keep dropping Meseta, and it lags the game. Alright, now you have a shit ton of money. And now you walk over here, you go to take, you hit A, you hit A, and you hit A one more time. Then you hit B, B, A. Now you're going to want to buy the strongest saber you can. There's a draw saber, but it has nothing good on it. And it's the same as the saber plus 2. Essentially the same anyways. So I'm going to buy the saber plus 2 and equip it because it's cheap. Then I'm going to hit B. Then I'm going to hit A. Or start, my bad. I'm going to hit start. And then I'll hit A. And then hit A again. And then you should be on the menu with a saber plus 2 with your cursor and by. So you hit A, and then you just keep pressing A. Not too fast though, because if you press it too fast, you won't equip one of the items that you buy. You should be equipping every other saber that you buy. Do this until about 30 or so sabers, and then sell off the excess. And do that again. A. Just spam A. If you notice there are 2 sabers in a row that aren't equipped, it's because you did the glitch too fast. Okay, now I'm here, and I've got enough sabers equipped. I want some barriers for some resists, so I'm going to go to sell, and I'm going to walk over to this guy. I'm going to hit A, go to cancel, hit A again, and then hit B, B, A. Now I'm in the guard shop. I'm going to buy a barrier and equip it. I'm going to hit B, I'm going to hit start, item pack. I'm going to move up with the control stick, not the D-pad, to barrier. I'm going to hit A, I'm going to go, now I'm going to use the D-pad to get to barrier on the item list. And I want barrier and buy to be highlighted. So I hit A and hit yes and remove, and just same thing with the saber at this point. Okay. So I should have 4 barriers equipped. Yeah, 4 barriers. Which gives me 80 resist in fire and ice, and then what is it, 60 in thunder, which is plenty. Now you can do whatever you want at this point. You can get a frame for a little bit more defense, but it's not going to do much. And then buy mono mates in case you need them, because you still will take damage if you get hit. Pick up the handgun. Now, don't equip the handgun yet. Well, you can if you want, but I'm going to show some things. It takes longer. Quite a bit longer when I'm explaining. Okay. So right now, my saber combat, it's just a normal saber, but it just does a lot of damage. Now, anything in this menu you can equip freely, and it'll only unequip one of the weapons that you had, the last weapon you equipped. So you're going to equip the handgun, and you'll notice that you can't see my shots, which is, it seems like it's not a bad thing at first, but it'll affect met guns and shots quite a bit, the shotguns. So to make sure that that doesn't happen, or at least to make sure you can get rid of it, you'd unequip one of your sabers at the top. It doesn't, I don't even think it matters, but I always unequip the one at the top. Remove this one, and then remove your handgun, and then re-equip your handgun. And now you can see your handgun. So now you can do whatever you want. You can switch between any of the weapons, and you'll be able to see them. You'll lose a little bit of damage, but it's going to be worth it later. Another thing is, if you want to pick up a weapon later, like a brand or something, and replace one of your sabers with it, all you have to do is unequip one of the ones that you can't use in the menu, this menu. In other words, one that you already have equipped, but you're not actually using it as your weapon. Unequip it, and then equip the weapon you want. Now what this will do is, it'll make this your last equipped weapon. So you are using this weapon, and you can't see the last weapon you had equipped in the menu, so I can't equip my handgun in here. But what I can do to keep the same amount of weapons equipped is go into the item list, remove this handgun, and then re-equip it. And I still have the same amount of items equipped. And I can use